Hey everybody, my name is Brandi. This is my friend Darlene and her horse Dancer. If you're new here, this channel is all about horses and my journey with horsemanship. Darlene boards her horse at my place, and Dancer's been having some issues lately with coughing. So we noticed last year around this time the same thing happened, and now she's doing it again. Darlene, do you kind of want to explain how she sounds and what she's doing?
Sure. When she's just standing, she will have a very deep cough. She'll stretch her neck out and cough very deep down into her chest. She does have mucus coming out of her nostrils. Then when she is under activity, she will get a very deep cough. It'll get worse when she is active. So we've been concerned about that, have been giving her cough-free for about 10 to 12 days. Makes it a little bit better, but not completely. So with the vet out today, we decided to have her checked out.
Yeah. So stay tuned and we'll show you what Dr. Vollrath decides to do with her.
Usually takes them a little bit to kind of figure out what I'm doing. He doesn't seem to care too much though. I kind of tightened it up on this side here. I can seal it up. Pull this away from her nose so it doesn't suction, because that makes me panic more than anything when they breathe in and it suctions on their nostrils. So that I just kind of hold it up.
Yeah, I figured you might want to. I would too if I wanted to
Take a deep breath. Okay, she's like, what is this?
Good girl. This is a surprise, huh?
It basically makes them breathe in their own CO2, so then take it
You
out.
know, I wanted her to get used to all kinds of interesting things.
Well, there you go.
That's it?
That's it?
You got it tight on your stuff? Alright, take it.
Here's luckiest chime in now.
I want her back too.
Okay, so with that kind of wheezy cough she had, especially during the exam, and then she's heaving kind of hard afterwards, she looks like she has Heaves. Have you heard of that before in horses? So it's like COPD. Basically their airways get a little bit constricted, usually related to an allergy. I have a really good handout that I should have your email on file that I can email it to you, or I can just mail it to you, whichever one works. That kind of goes through, a lot of it's a management thing when they have this kind of allergy. Around this time of year, sometimes it's dusty hay, because it's just been stored for so long, and a little bit of dust sets them off, and then they start coughing. So I don't know if it'd be feasible when you feed to try to wet the hay down as you feed it. Usually, if she gets to it and it's kind of damp, it'll bring the dust down for
What about
her.
arena dust?
Arena dust might set it off too.
Because Bear, my daughter's pony Bear, he's the one that he's heavy too.
He's heavy too. Okay,
And it's
yeah.
the same
So
kind of
sometimes
cough,
that'll
and
set
he's
it off.
triggered big time by the arena dust.
Yep, and usually when they live outside, they do well. That's the goal. Like it's indoor horses that we have to be like, you got booted outside now. She's used to living outside, so that should help. Things like cough-free will help, symptomatic treatment. They can kind of start with supplements. There's a lot of like Breathe Wise supplements. There's one Breathe Wise nasal spray. that if she's really having trouble, you actually spray it up into their nostrils, maybe before you ride in the arena or something. It'll help trap the dust so that it'll just come out her nose rather than going back into her airways. They go all the way up to inhalers for horses, but usually most horses do good on, like, there's all sorts of supplements out there for healthy breathing. That would help her if she gets green every day. And then for really bad cases where she's miserable and coughing all the time, I leave you with dexamethasone and ventapulmin to help her breathe easier. She's the one who was heavy too, wasn't she, when she came? I want to try to avoid dex with her because we don't want her to founder. So can you check the truck for a bottle of ventapulmin, and we'll leave them with one of those? We do? Perfect. We'll leave you with that first before we move up to dex.
So the pony, you heard him coughing now.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's like the same.
Somebody's coughing.
Yeah, it's like the same sounding cough.
Yep. So he probably has it.
Yeah.
So you use cough free on him too?
Yeah, I just started not long ago.
Okay.
So, and we just started her on it maybe 2 weeks ago.
Say a week and a half, maybe.
Yeah. So,
It's been-
and
It'll
it
get
seemed to
better,
make
too,
a
once
difference.
The weather gets better and the dust
Yes.
goes down.
Yeah.
I will send you a handout I have on some management options and see if that works for here, and then some options for supplements
Mm-hmm.
that she can start on. And then the ventapulmin, it's like 5 to 10 mils, so it's expensive stuff, so start at 5.
Mm-hmm.
And you can give it, you just squirt it in her mouth, and that is a bronchodilator. It'll help open her airways
It's like
up.
a Ventolin.
Yep, just like that, just for ponies. And we'll try to avoid dex unless she's really, really bad. And if she's really bad, let me know, I'll get you some dex. But with her risk of founder, I don't want to do that unless she's like.
I do
struggling.
have Dex.
Okay, if she's really struggling, give her some, but I just don't want her to have.
And I haven't seen it in the summer.
No, it's spring.
So it's spring?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like spring.
Yeah.
There are some that get triggered in the summer, some that are in the spring, and then I have some horses in the fall. So it's an allergy to something.
All right, so why did the horse have a bag over her face? Darlene, do you want to explain what just happened?
Sure. When the vet was looking at the horse was breathing shallowly and would not take a deep breath. In order to get the horse to breathe really deeply so the vet could check her lungs, what they did was put the plastic bag over her face, which caused her to breathe in her own CO2. By doing that, they got the horse to cough and do that really deep breathing when the bag was taken off her face. The vet could then hear what was going on inside her chest and lungs.
So the verdict is this horse has Heaves, which is just like a human who has COPD. So the big thing is for her to try to avoid dust. So one of the big things that we have frequently here is the arena gets really dusty. So it's hard late winter to water the arena because everything freezes. Where we're at, it gets very cold. So, but coming into the warmer season now, we can be watering the arena more frequently, and we don't have much dust in our hay, so that's not a big concern, I don't think, but just a seasonal thing and trying to keep the dust at a minimum. And now she's also on a medication that's going to help her too. What was that medication called?
It's ventapulmin.
Yeah, so it's basically like an inhaler, right?
It's
But
a
it's a
syrup. It's a syrup that you give the horse that works the equivalent of an inhaler for a human. And that should help ease the symptoms. Give it to her once or twice a day until the symptoms back off. And hopefully, as spring progresses, we will notice that this backs off as it did last summer. We didn't notice it during the summer. So it may be a spring allergy that is causing this, because we've only noticed it in the last about 3 weeks. And hopefully it will disappear in another 3 weeks or so.
So good news is this is treatable and, or at least can be maintained so she's comfortable and can continue on as normal. So I hope this video really helps you and that you're able to take away something from it. If you know somebody who may find value in this video, please be sure to share it with them, because what we really want to do here is just spread awareness and educate our horse community. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give us a like and comment below and let me know if you've ever had to deal with a horse that had Heaves or anything similar to that. I'd really love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.